Hello, dear students. This is our introduction for the summer classes Business 1A, Financial Accounting, summer 2021. So there are two sections of the class I'm teaching completely online, and this video is, as well as the syllabus you can see, relate to both sections. So it's either section EN2 or section EN3. It doesn't matter. These course registration numbers 10046 or 10525. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have recorded a lot of videos for most of the topics, and I will be adding some videos on my YouTube. So my name is Dmitry Kalyagin. This is my email address. I will have office hours, and I strongly encourage you to just log in and see me during those office hours 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 to 11:15 a.m. So for 1 hour, I'm available. You do not need to make an appointment. It is so much easier for me to help you explain a topic or go into your homework, help you with your homework. I can go as you, share the screen, see what you're missing, explain any kind of topics to you. So please use these office hours. They are for your support. So I'm not going to talk about the course description. You can read it on your own. This class has Business 7 as strongly recommended. You don't have to take Business 7 before Business 1A. However, the pass rate for students in this class is about 65%. However, if you take Business 7, which is accounting for small business, it's a slower version of accounting for sole proprietorship. So it's much slower than this course. So for students who complete Business 7, the pass rate is 98%. This class is a university level course. It's transferable to all CSU universities, to most of the private schools and UC schools, and it's a requirement for many degrees and certificates. And of course, I will be teaching it and you will be taking it over summer in only 8 weeks instead of usually I teach it in 18 or 16 or 15 weeks. So it's going to be fast, but usually my summer students are doing really well because there's no time to procrastinate or forget the material. You must have a book. There's no way around it. Your book comes with a connect code. There are 2 options of purchasing the book. If you want to buy a physical book, you buy it at Chabot bookstore right here. So they will ship it to you, or you can go to campus and buy it. And the price is $137.15. So the textbook will come. I have a textbook here. It looks like this. And it will be shrink wrapped, and on the last page of the book, I don't have it, you will have a code printed. And that code is your access code to connect. You must have it to do your homework, to do your quizzes, to do your tests. So we're using the Canvas website. So let me show you Canvas. So Canvas is our classroom, online classroom. And that's how you're going to log into Canvas. You're going to use your W number. And then for your password, it's the first 2 letters of your first name, followed by the first 2 letters of your last name, followed by the last 4 digits of your W number. And later you can change password. And when you log in, you will see classes, like I have classes that I was teaching in the spring. And so for our class, once it's published, that's how it's going to look like. And you will click on it. And you will see, let me see here, something like, this is my version. Your version will look a little bit different, but you will have all these menu items, announcements, and syllabus, and modules, and discussion. So mostly you will need modules and grades where you see your grades, okay? The second way you can purchase your textbook is just going to Canvas and then clicking on any of the assignments in Chapter 1. So here is the module for Chapter 1. So first of all, we've got this class orientation video, the syllabus that I have right here. but you also have an access to this file. A link to my Zoom classes, so you just click on this link to see me Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 11:50 a.m. And then right here is chapter 1, my brief audio. So in every chapter, I kind of highlight, summarize in a minute or two what you're going to do in the chapter. And this is your chapter. And so you can click on any of these links. Don't click on quiz because it's time. So you can click on interactive presentation or learn smart or homework, and it will take you to connect, and it will offer you to register for the class. You can have a 2 weeks free trial, 2 weeks with full access to homework and learning assignments and quizzes, but then it will expire and you have to purchase the access, and the access is $85. So you buy it right there, and it gives you access to ebook. So you will not have a physical book, but you have an ebook, which is the same book. You're just reading like this. This is ebook. So you read all the information. Here it is. This is how chapter 2 looks. You're reading it. And actually some of this you can click on, and there are some of the problems are solved for you right in this. It's called, we call it Smart Book. So it's actually a little bit more fun. Like right here, it's the, if you click on it, you actually can, doesn't show, but it will walk you through this problem in animation. Okay, so that's the way to get your textbook if you're repeating the class. If this is the second or third time you're taking the class and you previously bought the book and or the code, email me for a free code. I don't want you to spend money again. All right, so technical assistance, I cannot help you with problems, technical problems. I can help you with accounting problems, but not technical problems. So here is a link if you have trouble with Canvas or anything related to Chabot. And here is a link with Connect. If you have any difficulties with Connect, you can keep me posted, but this is where you go to file your complaint or request. As I mentioned, I have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you can and watch my videos on every topic we are covering in this class. And these are important dates, how often you have to log in into Canvas. This is your grade structure. You can see that, like, when I was in college, I hated classes where I had like a midterm and a final, 2 chances of getting a good grade. So there are a lot of different assignments. We've got homeworks in every chapter, we've got quizzes in every chapter, and we're covering 11 chapters. So we're skipping chapters 12 and 13. And you have Learn Smart assignments in every chapter, and then every 3 chapters you have a test, a total of 4 tests. So the last test will cover actually 2 chapters. So the last page right here, I love this page. I actually print it and I put it on the wall of my office so I can follow with the class along. This is the class schedule. It shows you what is due, and there's pretty much, with some exceptions, like you have a discussion board due only in the first chapter. But otherwise, every chapter, not every week, we have to have chapters due every 4 or 5 days because it's a short semester. So your deadlines fall on different days, right? Sometimes Sunday, sometimes Tuesday, sometimes Friday. But every chapter, you are supposed to complete 3 assignments right here for 70 points. And the deadline is right here. And I also will send you email reminders, and it's always going to be 11:55 p.m. Sorry about that.
Regularly practice.
It's an assistant that is telling me I'm reading the book and it's time to practice, but we will come back to this. Okay, so this is the class schedule, and then after 3 chapters, you have a test. Guys, the tests will be open for 2 days. I put the dates and times right here. So it will open Sunday, 12:01 a.m. until Monday, 11:59 p.m. But you have 1 attempt to take the test. You cannot save and come back to it. Exit and come back. So once you start the test, you have 3 hours, 180 minutes to complete it in 1 sitting. And every test includes 5 extra points built in. And then again, 3 chapters and the test, 3 chapters and test number 3, and then 2 chapters and the last test, covering just the last 2 chapters. So your final test is not a comprehensive test. is just a regular test. You're welcome. Okay, so this is a little bit about tests and grades. So I'm ready to talk about this, different assignments. So discussion boards. I assigned only one discussion right here that is graded. So in the first chapter, you have this meet and greet discussion, and everything is explained right here. You're supposed to make answer to my questions, make a main post, plus reply to 2 peers. Your replies have to be significant, have to spark a conversation. And if you reply more, it's better. You can reply to me, to other students. And if instead of the main post, you want to record a video and post a video, so I posted my video introduction right here, you will get up to 5 extra points. So the deadlines, everything is described right here. That's it. Beyond that, you do not have discussion boards. Instead, you have these discussion boards ungraded to ask questions. So if you have a homework question, I do not want you to email me. I would prefer you can come to my office and or post right here so everybody can see the answer. Because if you have a question, most likely the other students also have the same question. Also, some of the most difficult problems, like if you go into chapter 1, I already foresaw some of the troubles, like problem number 9, so I'm giving you some of the explanations how to deal with problems. So post your questions here. Now, if you have private questions about, what's going on with my grade, or I made a mistake on the quiz, on the test, or anything like that, those questions you email to me. Second assignment, so this was not really an assignment, is Learn Smart, right? And Learn Smart, let me show you. So when you click on any module, so I already opened it up, you have a list of assignments right here. So Learn Smart, and this is how I recommend you do it. Learn Smart first, homework second, and quiz last. Learn Smart will probably take about 30 minutes to an hour, but homework will take you 3 to 5 hours at least to complete. So Learn Smart. So when you click on this, it will open Smart Book. And there is this assistant
You've been reading for some time
who is talking to you. Now, the reading part is not graded. You can read it here, or you can read it in the actual physical book. But what's graded is, see this icon, Practice. So click on Practice. And you have a bunch of questions to answer. And so if you're answering these questions, if you answer it incorrectly, then the system will ask you a different question on the same topic until you give the correct answer. Okay, and so it's customizing questions for you. And if you're not sure what the answer is, you can click right here and read about it. So the textbook actually, I wish I had that when I was a student. It highlights where the question might be, the answer to the question might be. So right here, like for example, let's say we performed $800 worth of services for a client. The client paid $100 immediately, promised to pay the balance next month. So they would debit cash for $100, and they would debit accounts receivable for $700, and they would credit service revenue account. And then you say, I know it. So if you answer correctly and you know it, the system will be happy with you. If you're saying unsure and giving correct answer, the assistant will pop up and she will say, you have low self-esteem, you've been doing great. And vice versa, if you are answering incorrectly and keep saying, I know it, the assistant will send you back to the book to study. So this is the answer, I know it, I'll mark. It's correct. So look on the bottom. There is a total of 43 questions, so now it's down to 42. I can actually exit and come back and before the deadline, and the system will remember where you left off. So this is easy 10 points, allows you to learn well. It's quite interactive, and it customizes it for you. Learn Smart. The next one is homework. So right here is a link to chapter 1 homework or chapter 2. I already opened it for you. So right here you can see there is 40 points plus. Whatever is above 40 is extra credit. It's built in. I do not give other extra credits like on individual basis. Every chapter's homework, quiz, and test has a few points built in. Also, you have a large project, accounting cycle project with 3 parts due in July, and you can earn up to 60 extra points if you want those points at any point during the semester, but before July 30th, 11:55 p.m. So this is homework. The questions come from the end of the chapter. So when you ask me a question, you say connect chapter 2 number 1, or it's exercise 2-7 at the end of chapter 2 in your textbook. Everybody in class has the same problems. And so right here, you've got a link to ebook if you need it. You have a hint. Not every problem has a hint, but if it has a hint, it's wonderful. It's the same problem solved for you with different amounts, with algorithmically generated amounts. So let me see here.
Prepare general journal entries for the following transactions.
So they're walking you through it. You can do closed captioning. You can stop. You can rewind. Okay. And then you enter answers right here. So right here is general journal. You start typing, and then the menu items will appear. So like I start typing cash. There is cash. I start typing photography equipment. There it is. And let me make a mistake. So 6,500, and then instead of, so I made a mistake. So instead of 33,500, I entered 335,000, and then common stock. And guys, and I have to enter right here $40,000. 33.5 plus 6.5, but I did not enter anything. So at any point, you can check your work right here. Check my work. So if it's incorrect, it will highlight it. However, if you did not enter anything, like right here, you have to have, so right here, you have to have an amount of 40,000 right here. But you did not enter anything. It's a mistake, but it's not marked because you did not enter anything in the field. Okay? So you have to enter something for the field to show it as a mistake. Okay, so I hope you can use this hint as many times as you want. I don't want you to use it every second after every entry, because it's just not good for you. But this is how you do homework, and you move forward. You move forward. At any point, you can save and exit, and when you come back before the deadline, you continue. I don't think it's a good idea to sit down and do the entire homework in one sitting. You will go crazy. It's too much. It's a lot. It's going to take a long time. Like I said, 3 to 5 hours, probably at least. Now, you do not click on submit until you're done. If by mistake you click on submit, I cannot let you back in. I cannot let you back in. You have to start homework from the beginning. So even if you do not submit, you just save and exit, the system will submit your homework for you as is without penalty at 11:55 p.m. deadline. So whatever the deadline is, chapter 2, deadline is, come here, chapter 2, is June 22nd, Tuesday, 11:55 p.m. The system will submit it for you. So there is really no need to click on submit. Save and exit as many times as you want. Nothing is open after the deadline. I will not give extensions. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to anybody else in class. It's just not fair. Making up work, unless there's something, I had a student who delivered a baby. Of course, I will set up extensions for somebody in that situation. But 99.9% of cases, there are no extensions. Don't really ask me for it. But the entire content of the course is open in advance. You can work ahead. You can, except for the tests, you can contact me if you want to take tests earlier, but you can work earlier, okay? So that's Learn Smart and homework, and then you also have quizzes. Now, quizzes are timed. Learn Smart and homework, there's no time limit. Quizzes, once you access it, you have 21 to 22 multiple choice questions for, again, 21 to 22 points, including 1 to 2 extra points. And it's open book. You cannot print it. Everybody's quiz is different, so to prevent cheating. And you have an hour and a half to complete the quiz. You cannot save and exit. Once you start the quiz, you have to finish it, okay? And you have an hour and a half to complete it. Now, the test will have a combination of multiple choices, some of them will be the same as what you see on the quiz, and homework problems, but without, that feature checkout where you can check if your answer is correct, or hints. You don't have those features. So it will be a combo of both. So it makes sense to review your homework assignments and quizzes before every test. So 3 chapters, check it out, look at homework, look at Learn Smart. What I do when I take classes online, I just create a cheat sheet for myself. So chapter 1, I write everything I am not sure about, right? From homework, from the textbook, from my lectures, professor's lectures, from quizzes, 1 page, chapter 2, and chapter 3, another page, and I have it organized. And when I take a test, I'm not going to go crazy and spend time looking for answers in the textbook. That will not happen. It will just make you stressed out. Okay, so let me go back to the assignments. What did I miss? I talked about, now there are interactive assignments. They're optional, ungraded. Check them out if you want. It's, it's just the textbook's material chapter kind of talked about, described with animation, and they ask you a couple of questions, but you don't have to complete them. So you've got PowerPoint slides, you've got my YouTube videos, you've got interactive presentations, you've got, smart book to read. It's just so many materials. So it's all on you. If you're not succeeding, it's because you're not putting enough time. Now, you might not be prepped well enough for the class, and then I say take Business 7 first, Accounting for Small Business. This is not a math course. You do need to know very basic math. You do need to know percentages, decimals, fractions, and very simple equations, like x plus 4 equals 10, something like that. That's it. There's no algebra here. There's a logical thinking similar to math, but there's the math in accounting, even at higher level accounting courses, is very, very basic, arithmetics. Okay, so I think I covered all of this. How to complete homework, I talked about it, so it's also described right here. I mentioned the accounting cycle project. Let me see here, it says July 31st, and it's actually July 30th. See, this is good. I found a typo. All right. July 30th, there are 3 parts. It's a long project. Logically, you should be completing this project after chapter 3, before test 1. It will be very helpful if you find time and earn extra credit. But I give you, and it's extra 60 points. Oh, finding all these little errors. But cutoff date is July 30th, 11:55 p.m. So this is pretty much, as I mentioned, our class syllabus and class schedule. Have a great semester. I'm welcoming you to the class. So 3 things to be successful online. I've been teaching online forever and have taken a lot of online courses. Number 1, open communication. We have huge 2 classes. They're full. We've got about 90 students plus. And so you have to communicate with me. I will email you. I'm recording videos. Come to my office hours. Send me emails. But wait for 24 hours. Sometimes I will reply right away. Sometimes I will not. I ask for a 24-hour return time with emails. So if you're emailing me June 18th at 10 p.m. a question, I will not answer it. I'm not going to sit around at 10 p.m. So give me at least 24 hours. Well, maximum of 24, I should say. So number 1, open communication. Number 2, time management. All the deadlines are here. Whatever works for you, put it in your cell phone. I will send you email reminders. Manage your time. I'm telling you in the beginning of the syllabus that you should expect to spend a lot of time on our class, right? So about 24 hours weekly. So schedule time. Which days you're going to spend this 24 hours. You will spend 6 hours 4 times a week, or 4 hours 6 times a week. It's up to you, but you have to manage your time management. And number 3, motivation. Stay motivated. If you get frustrated, why are you taking the course? What's the goal? What are you trying to accomplish, right? What will by you completing this course, what will be the next step? Are you trying to transfer to university? Do you want to become a CPA? Do you want to find a better job? Do you want to go to UC Berkeley or CSU East Bay or San Jose? So that will keep you motivated to work hard in our class. And have fun. I think it's a fascinating class. It's an excellent subject. It really is the language of business, accounting is, and it's just going to open this door into the beautiful world of business. Enjoy and take care.